So, I was thinking about judgment this week. Judgment, vengeance, retribution, and asking myself, what does it really mean? You see it in all the movies. I feel it. I think about it. People talk about it. People actually do it. But I wanted to know, I went within myself to find out what is judgment. You hear quotes and scriptures and sayings, love thy neighbor as thyself, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So in actuality, from my perception, it all comes back around to you. You want to treat other people the way you want to be treated. You want to love your neighbor as you love yourself. But then, what is yourself? Who are you really? Are you this physical body, this physical manifestation, and that's it? So if you want other people to treat you how you want to be treated, or you treat people how you want to be treated, and you want to love your neighbor as you love yourself, then it begs the question, like I said, who are you? It then reminds me of the saying, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. So if you have an apple tree or an orange tree and it bears fruit, is the fruit then energy-wise, physically, mentally, spiritually different than the tree, or is it the tree? If you take a fruit, you open up the fruit in its natural form, not genetically manipulated, and it has seeds, you plant the seed and it grows another tree, an apple tree or a mango tree, like the tree that it came from. So if the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree and the fruit is the tree, that means whatever we bear is us. Our children are us. Our nieces and nephews are us. So I then asked the question, if you've ever been in a situation where you've exacted judgment, or if you behaved in such a way that you've done something to somebody, either premeditated, unconsciously, from a reaction, that you feel justified in your behavior and you feel justified in your judgment, ask yourself, would you want the same thing, the same actions, take your emotions out of it and look at it from outside of the box, the same behavior that you exhibited, the same actions that you took, would you want somebody to do the same to you? But even further than that, if the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree and your children are your fruit, would you want somebody to behave the same way or take the same course of actions with your child? If you don't have children, maybe one of your siblings, maybe one of your sisters or brothers has a baby or a child, and you're very protective of that child and you're very close to that child, would you want somebody to do the same thing to your niece or your nephew that you did to somebody else? Maybe you're a teacher, and the children that you teach, you feel like they're your children. However you acted, whatever behavior you manifested, if you were standing by and watched somebody treat them the same way that you treated somebody else, would it be okay with you? If you beat somebody up, if you verbally abuse somebody, and like I said, you as an individual, not connected to anything, you may feel justified. But we don't live in a vacuum. Somebody may have done me wrong. Somebody may have really done me wrong. Yeah, I want to react. I want vengeance, but then I have to think about, okay, if is what I do to them, what I say to them, acceptable if somebody did it to my child? And I bet you that 9 times out of 10, now I'm willing to say 9.99 times out of 10, you would not have it. You would be pissed. You would want to protect your child, whatever. So treating other people as you would treat yourself, judgment, vengeance, reactions, maybe we need to look at that whole thing from another perspective, from the perspective of We don't live in a car in a vacuum. And let me tell you, karma is a bitch. Karma, it will come back around. And it may not get you. It may get your son. It may get your daughter. It may get your niece. It may get your nephew. Because we're all connected. So I'm asking everybody out there. I'm asking my children, my nieces, my nephews, my friends, my relatives, people that I don't know. Whenever you feel justified in any action that you've taken, and you feel like it's legit, you may even feel like, oh, in the after effect, it was funny. Think about it real hard. If you're the tree and you bear fruit in whatever way that the fruit is bared, like I said, your child, your niece, your nephew, your students, your friends, your neighbor, would you want that same behavior exacted on that person? And I'm willing to put money on it. 9.99 times out of 10, you wouldn't. So think about it. There's more than one way to deal with any situation. More than one way. And karma, it will come back around and it will bite you in the ass. Or you'll look up and somebody will do it to your child. Everybody that you deal with, everybody that you talk with, everybody's path that you cross is somebody's daughter, somebody's son, somebody's brother or sister. And then you have a cycle of judgment or vengeance that's ongoing. The cycle repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. And for what? At the end of the day, we're all trying to get to the same place. We all want to be happy. We all want to be fulfilled, at least from my perception, from my perspective. So think about it. Whatever you say and do, however you want to be treated, it goes way far beyond than the actual physical being of you. Thank you. I hope this helps. It helped me. Have a wonderful day.